Let's go, champ.
What's good with the YouTube? Hold on. Anyway. What's good with the YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy Real Talk Boxing, and I'm back at you again. David Benavidez versus Ronald Ellis. This Saturday, Showtime Live, baby. Showtime Live. I will be doing a live stream during the time of this fight because I, as you all know, am a David Benavidez fan. I like David Benavidez. Tons. Ronald Ellis, let's talk about him a little bit. Had no clue who he was. The only reason why I know who he is now is because he's fighting David Benavidez. So I had to do some research. You know, I went and checked out a couple of his fights, watched some highlights, and yeah, it's nothing really much to say, to be honest with you. 18 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, 11 knockouts, I believe. 31 years old. Orthodox fighter. His only loss came to a former football player who had a late start in boxing. That's all you need to know about Ronald Ellis. Listen, this is a fight. This is a tune-up fight. This is a fight to keep David Benavidez busy. He is a sacrificial lamb. Ellis is a sacrificial lamb. Benavidez needs to keep the rust off of him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's, later on this year, probably going to have some pretty big, significant fights with bigger and more significant names. Caleb Plant hopefully will be, no, it won't be Caleb Plant probably this weekend because he's in line to fight Canelo. Should Canelo get past Saunders, which I believe he should, but you never know. It's boxing, right? This is just a tune-up fight for Benavidez, man. Benavidez is going to come in and conduct himself the way he should. Accordingly, he's going to treat Ellis like the level of fighter that he is. I believe Benavidez is going to go in there and rock his world within 4 rounds. He's going to get him out of there because he means business. David Benavidez is a 24-year-old monster, a former 2-time super middleweight champion. And since we really ain't going to waste no time on talking about Ellis, who is pretty much irrelevant, well, I won't say that. That's kind of rude. I wouldn't say that he's irrelevant. It's just not, he's just a body, honestly. If he mess around and upset Benavidez, it happened before, y'all. Upsets have happened before. You understand me? But, David Benavidez has beef with 2 other fighters. So we're done with Ellis now, right? So he doesn't like Caleb Plant. Says he wants to smack Caleb Plant, slap him in the face, beat his you-know-what. And now he has a new grudge against Jermall Charlo, the middleweight champion, Big Charlo. Charlo said that he wants to snap Benavidez's neck and knock him out. Therefore, Benavidez says, okay, you want to talk that kind of crap? Then we got to fight. It's on. Now, he said, slow down, real talk. He also said that he would beat Caleb Plant and Charlo in the same day. Them big words, man. Them big words, my boy Benavidez. Caleb Plant, I don't see him having any problem beating. He will probably have problems with Caleb Plant for about 4 or 5 rounds. But the second half of the round would be all Benavidez after the body work, the body attack, cutting off the ring, mauling him on the inside. Just putting his size and his weight and his strength and his attributes on Caleb Plant. After he catches up with Caleb Plant, it's a wrap for Caleb Plant. Now, Charlo, I think that's a different story. Here's the thing with Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez. Now, Charlo is a middleweight. Benavidez is a super middleweight. So if Benavidez were to go down to middleweight to fight Cholo, Cholo would stand a better chance at beating Benavidez. But if Cholo comes up to super middleweight, then it's Merc City. I believe if he comes into his realm, the super middleweight realm that is, then Cholo would more than likely get his lunch money taken. It still wouldn't be easy because honestly, man, I'm not a huge fan of the Cholo brothers, but those guys can fight. They're world champions for a reason, you understand? But David Benavidez is a former world champion, 2-time world champion for a reason too. 24 years old. Come on, man. I think he's probably the only fighter out there who would fight Canelo without fear of all these young guys, to be honest with you. Now, I believe that Billy Joe Sanders is going to fight Canelo without fear, but I don't think he's big enough or strong enough to keep Canelo off of him for 12 rounds. I just don't. But Benavidez, I believe, would fight Canelo with no fear whatsoever. And that no fear may lead him to get knocked out, but, you know, he would go out on his shield, put it that way. Put it that way. But, listen, I'm going to be watching the fight this weekend. I'm going to be doing it live, via live stream. I'm going to be commentating the fight, and we're going to have fun. If y'all want to come kick it with your boy Real Talk, come kick it with your boy Real Talk. Before I leave, I want to say this, man. Castle Kingside. You my boy, Oos. You my boy. Mill 2 Fred O. I've been saying 0 for the longest. But Mill 2 Fred O now has some boxing content on his channel. Go check it out. It's pretty nice. I like what you're doing, young brother. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go check out everything Shakes. Make sure you're checking out Moore's House. That's my new dude. And Turbo, listen to me, brother. I hear you got COVID. I hear you're quarantined. My prayers go out to you, my brother. May God be with you and your family. And I'm praying that you guys are going to be okay. And I know you will. So my prayers just been sent up, my brother. Turbo, you and your family, Little Miss Turbo, your wife, y'all get good, y'all get better, and y'all stay safe. And y'all gonna get through this. As always, respect all, fear none, God bless. To the next time, Real Talk Boxing. We up, and we out of here, baby.